welcome back to my channel. So I just want to say a really big thank you to everybody who has watched my videos, liked my videos, commented on my videos and subscribed. I'm so grateful to see the growth of my channel happening so quickly. It warms my heart. So thank you so much to everybody who has had some input there, and hello to all the new people. Welcome. So today we are doing a reading which I asked you if you would be interested in, and I got so many positive responses, so thank you everyone who said that they would like to see this reading. So today we're going to be doing what is blocking your mental health. Okay, I am a huge advocate for mental health. Lately I've been doing just tarot readings on my channel, but I do have videos largely based around mental health and animal companionship, because other than tarots, they're my two other main passions in life. So I wanted to incorporate those. Oh goodness gracious. My dog just cracked the shits at my other dog. Bear with me 2 seconds. No. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. So, I forgot where I was at. Oh no, mental blank. Okay, well, let's just get into it. I think the general gist was just me saying thank you so much. So, we've got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. We have this funky crystal that looks like a rose quartz, but it's not a rose quartz. We have a pink tourmaline, and we have citron. Okay, now for those of you whom are new, I like to shuffle the decks in front of you so you can see that the intention is pure for each reading. If you don't like that, I am putting it out there for my viewers to let me know if they would prefer if I just got straight into the reading and didn't shuffle on camera. So leave a comment down below for your input there, and otherwise, if you need time, you can pause the video and meditate on the cards. If you don't know how to choose, then I recommend that you close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and when you open your eyes, just select the pile that your eyes immediately gravitate to. If you are gravitating to more than one pile, that's totally fine. You can select both piles. That totally works as well. I've done that a few times when I can't decide, and the readings worked really well together. So let's get stuck into it. Hello group number 1, welcome. So we're going to start with the Sentinel Tarot deck. Give these a shuffle and set the intention. What is blocking your mental health? Might give them a bit of a cleanse actually. For those of you who like dogs, my dogs are sitting on my bed in my room, so we've got their beautiful energy with us. I think dogs are amazing for mental health. Okay, we had one fell out. 6 of Cups. Lovely. Yeah, animal companionship I think is #1 priority when it comes to mental health. We've got the 5 of Swords. We did have another one fall. Wheel of Fortune. Get that out of the way. And on that note, I do have an online store. I've got the 10 of Swords, dedicated to my animal rescue. 2/3 of the profits go to animal rescue. So if you are interested in that, check it out. My intention with my animal rescue is to start a foster care program in Australia, where those who have mental health blockages can foster out an animal to aid them with their mental health, because it gives them companionship, and it gives the dog and the cat somewhere to live whilst they're looking for a home. Okay, we've got the 8 of Cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Alright, so we'll leave it at that for the Sentinel Tarot deck. Let's see what message I'm getting. I'm just gonna have a look, feel the vibe. Okay, so with the Six of Cups, I feel like you feel guilty. I'm definitely getting the sense of depression here, and anxiety. I think you feel guilty because you technically have the Six of Cups. Technically, you have fruits and enjoyments to share with people, but you feel walled in. You don't feel like you can grow beyond that, and that's what's the root of your anxiety. That's the root of your sadness, because you feel like you've reached your limit. You feel like you've peaked, which is of course not the case, but I totally understand how you can come to that conclusion. I've been there myself many a time. But so you have those blue skies above you. It's almost like you need to look up. You need to look somewhere else, away from where you're currently looking. And I can feel it in my head. You're thinking, but there's nowhere else to look. I've looked everywhere. You've got the Five of Swords. It's like I've looked for every possible change that there could possibly be on the horizon. There's nothing else, okay? But the Five of Swords is you've won the battle, but the war wages on. To me, especially because they're by the sea, and see how the clouds are clearing? To me, yes, the battle for your mental health, the battle to find something, to find these blue skies, is currently still waging on. But that's good, because it means that you have more options. It means that there is more to look for, okay? No, like, yes, this battle is over. Whatever battle you've been through, it's over. You might even feel like exhausted from it all with the Ten of Swords. You're like, I've really had it. I've had enough, okay? But the skies are clearing, yeah? Look, we've got so many, every card, the skies are clearing and eventually come into this yellow happy skies, yeah? The Ten of Swords is like exhausted. It's the end of a cycle, okay? Oh, don't mind that. It's the end of a cycle, yeah? The 10 represents the completion of a cycle. And we've got a 10 again with the Wheel of Fortune. And this is about a change being in your favor, okay? So just when you think that the war is over, just when you think you're done battling, there's going to be a positive change that comes in your favor. And new skies are going to be on the horizon, yeah? You're going to come into this Eight of Cups energy where you're going to appreciate what you have, but you are going to be willing to go on that journey to look for more, okay? We've got the presence of the moon here as well, so I kind of feel as though you come into really depressed thoughts at nighttime, but it's also where you feel most motivated to look for other options, because you know, typical, like when you're trying to sleep, all you can do is think. So I feel like you have your most powerful motivating thoughts at nighttime, and these can be negative. They can be the most powerful motivating thoughts in the sense of negative outcomes, but you can also have the most powerful motivating thoughts in the sense of creating change and looking for something new and for something better. And even though you are exhausted and you feel like you've just been stabbed in the back, this powerful change is coming your way, and I really can't help but notice this guy. And this is like the representation of your spirituality, of this like your alter ego, okay? You might have experiences with fragmentation, which is when your personality splits into multiple personalities, but it's not on the level of having dissociative identity disorder. Or you might have dissociative identity disorder. But I feel like you need to listen to the other parts of your personalities instead of the one that's fronting at the moment, instead of the one that is the most forefront of your mind. Kind of, you know, give it the validation it needs, recognize what that part of you needs, but listen to the other parts of you, okay? Listen to the fragments of yourself that you haven't been validating. And I think that's what's going to help you find this new horizon, these new skies in that death that you feel. And this death can be representative even of your, of you kind of turning away from that personality within you that's fronting at the moment, okay? And again, we've got the Eight of Cups, which I think is representation of your fragmentation in your personalities, okay? And fragmentation is completely normal. Fragmentation is completely normal. Everyone goes through it, everyone experiences it. It's just about how conscious and aware you are of your fragmented personalities. So I think this is you trying to find a new aspect of yourself, okay? A new way forward through a different part of yourself, through new validations, okay? You've got green mountains ahead. Yes, you've got like mountains to climb, but they're green and lush and you're going to enjoy the journey. And for some of you, I have to note, because this is a general reading, for some of you, I am seeing that these 10 swords are representative of your variable fragmentations, stabbing you in the back. It's like you've got too many different wants, too many different aspects of your personality fighting for what they want all at once, to the point that it's just exhausted you. So then you need to turn away from them, okay, and look for new aspects of yourself, okay? That's only for some of you that I'm getting that message. For most of you, I feel like it's time to listen to those fragments of your personality. But for some of you, it is that you need to look for new aspects of yourself and try to reintegrate your fragmentations, okay? And then beautifully, we have the Queen of Pentacles at the end. So this is a woman who is sitting in lush ground. She's got the rabbit here, and the rabbit is someone who is so afraid and overthinks all the time. So I feel like that's still going to be present for you, but you've learned how to integrate it in a way that it serves you, okay? This is a woman who is happy. Like, she's got these beautiful yellow skies, which were on the horizon during this time of pain for you, okay? But you just needed to look up, okay? Look beyond the walls that you feel confined in, and you will come into this place, which I think is going to serve you financially as well. It might serve you in your career. Okay, so this is going to serve you in your career as well, but this is beautiful. Can you see how the mountains are behind her now? The mountains that you were getting ready to climb? Yeah? That's beautiful. So I really see this as your mental health space, as your happy place, yeah? And it's going to be yours and yours only. You can see how this is like her dominion, this is her land, you know? But she's not feeling like she needs to protect it. She's comfortable with the rabbits that want to go through, okay? It's like you let the negative thoughts in and out. You just let them flow through, okay? As they come in, as you breathe them in, you breathe them out, yeah? You are just focused on your happiness. You're focused on your success, okay? Too much to notice the rabbit jumping past you, okay? This is beautiful. You are coming into a space of happiness. You've got a bit of a journey to go on, but you are going to get there, and it's already started. The skies are already clearing. You can see that in all of the cards. And I think even when you start to turn away from your pain and you start to look towards the future, you're already feeling that the skies are clear, okay? You mentally are feeling better already. Yeah, you just have to look beyond the walls. And I think for some of you, there is a second party involved, and there might be a little bit of guilt, like you don't want to turn away from them, or you don't want to disappoint them, or lead them to believe that you're not the same person, which I totally understand, but that's not going to be the case, okay? The Six of Cups is very much like you share in each other's happiness, you share in each other's fruits and joys, okay? And they're going to continue to want to do that with you. If you can see yourself as like the child in this, okay, you're just there to grow, okay? You're there to grow with one another. I think they're both children, actually. So you're growing with each other, and you're going to continue to share in those cups with one another, and you're going to come into this beautiful Queen of Pentacles energy. Really beautiful. Okay, let's see what the Arthurian Tarots have to say to clarify for us. We'll see if we can get a little bit more information about how you can come into this clearer headspace. I do feel like for some of you, these cards are about integrating your fragments so that you can come into this Queen of Pentacles. But I think for most of you, it's about validating your fragmentation, validating what they need, okay? Not just ignoring those shadow parts of yourself, yeah? And like that's actually, yeah, you can see these clouds as like the shadow parts of yourself. So once you start to validate them, you'll come into clearer skies, okay, and we've got the Emperor. Okay, so you are going to come into this beautiful, clear energy, clear thought, empowered thought. I love how in this card, like it's the Emperor is represented with Arthur, but he wears this purple cape, and to me this is a really healing energy. And purple can also be representative of sexual healing, so you might need some sexual healing. And we are in a very we're in a process of energetic shift at the moment where a lot of it is about sexual healing. So, and I have checked the demographic for my viewers, you're all above 18, so we know this is okay. So, and this could be representative, you know, this second party could be a partner. So they're going to help you come into these clear skies. They're going to help heal you. What else have we got? Yeah, King of Swords. So I feel like this person is a really clear thinker. They're really good at seeing above the clouds, seeing beyond their emotion and still thinking clearly. I think they're going to guide you in this process. So you don't need to be afraid that they're going to be disappointed or think that you've changed. That's not the case at all. Not the case at all. Okay, alright, so we just had a bunch of cards fall out. So we've got the Hierophant. So, again, I think they're going to be guidance for you. They're going to be spiritual guidance for you in coming into understanding yourself a little bit more. I think that, see how, like, this is beautiful. See how there's so much cloudiness in this card, but they are clear and they had this clear head. Yeah. So I think that this person is really like your yang to your yin or yin to your yang kind of, and they are going to help guide you. They're going to see how they have this stream of consciousness flowing into your hands. You represented as a child, as the children. I think you need to listen to them and take a lesson from them. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles. So you do have some hard work coming in, but you're going to be carving this new personality, you see? This new happy personality. 9 of Swords. So you are doubting yourself here. Even throughout this reading, you're doubting yourself. You're doubting that this is going to work for you, and you're worried that you're just going to remain in this devastation and in this place of mental challenges. But again, we have the 8 of Cups. So you need to look to new horizons. Turn away from these problems. Turn away from these fears and look towards the new challenges that are going to bring you into blue skies, into this Queen of Pentacles energy. You have to do it, okay? And there is going to be a change. We had the Wheel of Fortune. There is going to be a change that's going to help you to do that, okay? And you've got the 2 of Cups. So again, like, this can't be any clearer. You need to allow this person to help you. You might be very independent and fiercely wanting to do everything yourself and not wanting to burden other people, but see how this bowl is like the pool of consciousness, pool of unconsciousness even. Okay, you two dabble in it together, you share in it together, especially if this is a partner or like a best friend or a mother. So this is the person that you trust the most with your innermost thoughts and desires. Allow them to do that because they're going to share in growth with you, okay? What you think serves them, what they think serves you, okay? This is the 2 of Cups. This is union. This is spiritual connection. This is deep, deep love. This is clarity of thought amongst the wilderness, okay? Yet the sun still shines through, okay? It's beautiful. You need to allow this person to help you because they want to. And I feel like there's an element of maybe you know that you trust them, but you're just afraid to allow that through. You need to, because you're spiritually connected and they want to help you. Let's talk to the Moonology cards for some more clarification. Hold your vision, okay? The fixed moon. So again, we've got these mountains here. Hold your vision of happiness. Hold your vision of what you want for your life, okay? Because it is fixed. You're destined to get there. The mountains aren't going anywhere, okay? The mountains are not going anywhere. They might change their appearance with the seasons depending on when you choose to climb them, but the mountains are staying, okay? And on the other side of those mountains is your happiness, which is also not going anywhere, okay? Take your time. Take your time as you need to come into this space. Don't rush it, okay? But hold your vision. Hold it in your mind. Don't let go of your desires either, okay? And you will get there eventually. Don't rush into it. Don't put pressure on yourself, all right? This is a journey. It's very much a journey, and it will take time as is needed, all right? So allow that. Bring love into the situation. New Moon in Aquarius. Self-love. See how she's nourishing herself here? She's bathing herself. She's cleansing herself. This is about self-love. You need to love yourself and allow this person to love you. Allow them to show you how they can help you. Whew. Emotions are running high, Supermoon. Yeah, so I think that, you know, the Eight of Cups is also so many mixed emotions, and they're all so potent and pertinent as well. So they are running high. But the writing's on the wall. You need to allow people to love you and help you through, okay? Let's see what the, let's go with the Goddess cards. Let's see what they have to say. It's so funny because I have like an order that I like to usually go through when I do readings, but it's all mixed up today. Okay, so we've got Pele and Lilith. So that's Lilith and that's Pele. So Pele is the fiery Hawaiian volcano goddess, the daughter of the earth goddess Haumea. Pele came to Hawaii on a boat. Killed in a fight with her sister, the ocean, she took refuge in the glowing cauldron of Mount Kaloi, where she receives the souls of the dead and regenerates them with fire. Okay, so this is about regenerating the variable parts of your personality that you've turned away from. In tempestuous relationship with Campus, the ferocious pig god, she is portrayed as a jealous goddess, her rage is manifesting as volcanic eruptions. Okay, so, wow. Revered by Hawaiians even today, she carries the force of the volcano with its molten lava flow, which even in destruction creates new land. Pele stands for the molten, fierce aspect of life that is unable to do anything halfway. She reminds that even in the midst of fiery eruption, there is creation and new life. How beautiful. This is just confirming that this is a journey that you have to be on right now. It's integral to your soul. It's integral to your life's journey. And it's all a part of the creation that is your life, okay? Because you are a creator. And, you know, you might have some experience with the jealous pig god in this. You might feel like this person is not tolerating your volcanic eruption of emotion. But if you show them into the depths of your unconscious mind and you show them truly what's going on internally, they're going to understand more, okay? You just need to show them your truth, okay? Because at the moment, all they see is the eruptions of lava which are burning through land, instead of seeing why the eruption is happening, what causes the eruption, what's inside the volcano. That's what you need to show them into, and they will understand that it's all an integral and necessary part of nature and of life. Okay, and now we're going into Lilith. So Lilith is a Middle Eastern goddess of abundance, fertility, and fecundity. Oh, I can't pronounce this word. Lilith is a Middle Eastern goddess of abundance, fertility, and fecundity, the river of agriculture to humans. The first woman created and the first wife of Adam, she refused to be subordinate to Adam in any way. Lilith is associated with the owl, a figure of darkness and deep wisdom, for she is also a goddess of death and transformation. She is sometimes represented as a demonic figure, for her dark wisdom and her sexual energy can be threatening. What did I tell you? You need sexual healing. Where am I at? She is known to appear as a frightening figure in dreams. Lilith is associated with the lotus, and the symbolism of that flower tells us much about it. The lotus, an exquisite flower that grows out of dark, rank, decaying earth, represents spiritual unfolding and the blossoming of the heart of wisdom. Like the lotus, Lilith challenges us to look upon our dark side and incorporate it into our wholeness so that our great beauty can blossom forth. Oh my gosh, guys, this reading is incredible. What have I told you? You need to integrate your shadow self. You need to integrate with your fragmented sides of your personality that you might view as the darker sides, that you might view as the clouds to your blue skies, but they're not, okay? Learn to integrate them, and you need some sexual healing big time. Okay, let's see what the animal spirit cards have to say to us, all right? Okay, we have the bat. So the bat is very much about emerging from the darkness into the light. It's about, oh my gosh, guys. Okay, hold on, let's finish this. We got 2 more cards and I just can't believe what came out. So the bat is about, so the really good thing about the bat is that it can see things at night that you can't see during the day. And that might be where some of your problems are coming from, is because you can see beyond what is within your confines and you want more. So the bat is very much about being able to see that, but not being able to go into the day either. So the bat can't live as it should during the day, if that makes sense. I'm kind of rambling now. But my point is that there is a new dawn coming, okay? This is very much about emerging from the darkness into the light, okay? As you are, very much so, because you've got all these new horizons, okay? And we've got Lilith, which is about integrating your shadow self and coming into the light. It's beautiful, it's amazing. And then we have the owl. And we had the owl mentioned in our goddess cards, okay? So I think that's just further confirmation. This owl energy is what you really need to embrace. And we've got the cobra. So we're going to read these from the Animal Spirit Guide books for you, because I've never actually had the owl or the cobra before, and these are new cards, so I don't know what they reference to specifically in this deck. But it's all air energy, mind you, so I don't know if you're an air sign or if you're just embodying the temperament of an air sign at the moment. Okay, so the bat, I've had the bat before, so that is how I described it, but I'll give you a little bit more. So it's darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth, which is a very prevalent theme in your cards, okay? Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. And when you're in balance, you accept and you adapt and you adjust. But when you're out of balance, you refuse to let go and you reminisce, okay? So to bring into balance, you need to watch the sunrise, which is beautiful. Let's see what the owl says. Sorry, I said before that they're all air energies, but that's obviously a fire energy. I think my brain just malfunctioned for a second. Okay, beautiful. So the owl is all about abundance, clairvoyance, and treasures. The owl is a mysterious and otherworldly creature found in folklore from east to west. The white owl in this particular deck is the companion of the goddess Lakshmi and represents wealth, beauty, and good fortune, which is very much coming into your life with this Queen of Pentacles. When the owl card appears, it's an omen that a boon or treasure is on the way. Oh my god, guys. Either in spiritual or material form. With owl wisdom on your side, you'll see and know exactly what to do with this boon, how it can further serve your dharma and bring abundance to the world. Trust that the wellspring of treasures is infinite. So when you're in balance, you're generous, you're trusting, and you're secure, which I think you are anyway, even if you're out of balance. And when you're out of balance, you have quarrels with money and scarcity with money. To bring into balance, you have an offering, which you're very much going to get. Oh my gosh, I could cry. This is beautiful. All right, let's see what the cobra's about. Okay, the cobra. Pausing, waiting, the inner teacher. Okay, so this is like the Hanged Man. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. The cobra hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who've led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So when you're in balance, you're a student of life, humble and wise. When out of balance, you're a know-it-all and you're egocentric, which are not resonating with you guys at all, so don't worry about that. To bring into balance, you're taking a class or you're studying. So for me, you're studying life. Holy guacamole, guys. That's intense. That's insane. Okay. To finish off, we're going to take a mermaid oracle card and an angel oracle card. Ooh, okay, soulmate relationship. Okay, so this is just again confirmation to remind you, because this whole reading has just been so fulfilling, but it's just to remind you to share with your partner, with your loved one. And then you've got wait. So again, that cobra energy and the hanged man energy. Don't rush into action right now. Remember what I said, bide your time. Don't overstimulate. Okay, my camera is officially in overheating mode, so we've got 30-second intervals. So it's saying wait, bide your time, don't rush into this, okay? You have time to get to the Queen of Pentacles. And playtime, okay? Just enjoy your time enjoy the journey whilst you get there, and take some time to breathe out and enjoy life, okay? As much as you can in this state. I know it's hard, but try to put some energy and focus into playing, okay? And we'll take a message from the Angel Oracle. Balance. Yeah, so balance playtime with head time, with thought time, with the night thinking, okay? Don't let it overwhelm your life. And I did write down in my little affirmation book, I write down affirmations as often as I can. And I got inspired to write one down for you whilst I was waiting for my camera to cool down. So this is affirmation number 12. I am a powerful, clear and insightful being of light who reflects a world of fragrant beauty, creation, love, kindness and everything all around me. I am soul in kind. I am soul in love. I am soul manifested. Okay, so I want you to say that to yourself every day if it resonates with you. Okay, remember you're a being of light, creation, love and kindness, and treat yourself with that love, please, okay? Okay, this reading was probably my favorite one ever, so thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a private reading with me, then my info's in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, lovelies. Mwah. Hello, group number 2. Okay, as usual, we're going to start with the Arthurian Tarot deck. Da-da. And we're going to put something here so the camera doesn't freak out because it needs something to focus on. So we'll give them a cleanse, and the question and the intention for today is what's blocking your mental health? Okay, oh, we've got one to start off with. Okay, 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups. We'll move him over a little bit. The 10 of Wands. Sorry, my battery went flat in between those cards. So let's go back into shuffling. Ooh. Queen of Wands. Beautiful. The Lovers. Five of Wands. We might do one more. King of Swords. Oh, I know what's going on here. Okay. Alright. So, let's straighten these up, shall we? I'm a little bit OCD, just a little bit. Nothing major, guys. Guys, can you be quiet, please? Sorry, I've got my puppies in here. They're starting to get all excited. So, we're starting out with the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of desires, and you are trying to fulfill them all at once. But it's overwhelming you, even though you're capable of doing it, and you very much are doing it. It's starting to hurt your back. It's literally becoming too much for you. And you are working for desires for both yourself and your loved one. But they're not doing any of the work because they think they have different ideas about what they want for your life together. And so you feel like you have to do all of this by yourself, and it's becoming very overwhelming for you indeed. But you're the Queen of Wands. You are so capable. You're very independent. You are very fiery. You like to take action. You're not about sitting around and waiting. Ollie, shush. He's cracking the shits because Naga won't play with him. Okay. So, yeah, you're the kind of person that likes to take action, whereas your counterpart is the kind of person who likes to think out an actionable plan and, likes to control their desires and contain them. Whereas you like to fulfill your desires. You don't want to choose between all of these cups. You don't need to. You're capable of doing it all, but you're doing it not just for you, you're doing it for us, you know, you're doing it for both of you, and he's not doing any of the work because he has very conflicting ideas as to what he thinks is necessary, or she, sorry, I'm just saying she and he because of Queen and King, because, you know, they've got very conflicting ideas as to what they think is necessary for you to unite together and build this life together. Oh gosh. And so I really think the block for your mental health at the moment is just that you are exhausted and you don't feel like there's any give and take. You're all give, they're all take. It's like, come on, like, let's get some balance here. So let's take some of the Arthurian Tarot for clarification. And even if this isn't like a romantic partner, this is definitely someone that you are engaged in a very committed and intimate relationship with. And when I say intimate, I don't mean sex. I mean emotionally, personally, and intellectually intimate. Okay. Ooh, okay. Alright, chill out. Got so many cards coming out here. Okay, Page of Wands. You are ready to start on this journey. You want to take action. You don't want to waste time. You don't want to think about it. You know what you need to do. You know what work needs to be applied. Seven of Pentacles. You know, you're ready to lay in the foundations, but there's something still that needs to be done, and I think you need their help with this, and they're not willing to help you, and you're seeing it as this major blockage to your life, which is causing a blockage in your mental health, because you feel like it's absolutely necessary for the progression forward in your life. Six of Pentacles, okay? You want to share in that with them. That's why you're happy to put in all the work for this, but you just feel like they don't want to do that, and it's making you feel underappreciated and not loved properly. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So I feel like the cards are actually prompting you maybe to engage a little bit more compromise with this person, and engage a little bit more with their thinking process, because I think if you just show them a little bit that you're willing to compromise, then they'll be willing to compromise with you. And I know that you doubt that intensely, and you might have even tried to do that before, which is why you're doing all the work by yourself. But try again. The Hanged Man, there has been a delay, but I think this person is going to listen to you this time around. Yeah, Three of Swords. So let's double check what that means in regards to the Arthurian Tarot, because I think there's something very specific I need to know about that. Let's have a look. Spears, Swords, here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're afraid of, you feel disappointed and you're afraid that there's going to be a separation or a loss between you if you don't find a way to compromise, but you're brooding too much on it. You're overanalyzing and you're brooding, and that's what's causing you to feel overwhelmed as well, with your mental health. And you've got the Five of Wands again. This conflict is just eating away at you. It's so prevalent on your mind. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is like a failure of plans, like your action do not result in what you want. So I really feel like this is a way of the universe telling you, you need to change your action plan. It's time to start compromising, okay? Get into that Ace of Swords energy, you know, compromise with your Queen of Wands with your King of Swords energies, okay? Think it through and apply action. But if you two don't compromise with one another, this is going to only further block your mental health, because it's going to be causing you more stress and more pain in the future, because all of this effort is going to be for nothing, okay? So I'm not saying this is what's going to happen to you. I'm saying this is the universe triggering you to make a change, okay? It's trying to deter you from that path by sending this message through these cards to you. And if your partner is also spiritually inclined, then I would ask that you ask them to watch this reading, because if they won't listen to you, maybe they'll listen to this reading and see that it's the fate of the universe. It's what the universe is asking, okay? Let's take a message from the Moonology deck for some further clarification. I really don't feel like it's a lack of trying on any of your parts. It's just a difference of opinion, and it's blocking you both. And for both of you, it's causing deficiencies in your mental health, because you don't feel like you have each other either. I feel like you've lost a part of each other through this, okay? So if you want to reunite and come back together in peaceful harmony and unity, then you need to compromise with one another. Okay, conclusions are within reach, the full moon eclipse. So things are going to come to a heightened climax, I feel, but it's going to come to a conclusion soon. This isn't going to be forever, okay? A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. This is all about compromise, okay? Start doing things so that you can come to get results, not just for yourself, but so that you can get results so that you can give to other people. You both need to do this for each other, okay? Communication is key. New moon in Gemini, this could not be any clearer. You two need to compromise with each other and start speaking clearly with one another, okay? You need to balance your energies of Queen of Wands and King of Swords, okay? And don't let your past hold you back. Don't get caught up in past arguments. Don't hold past resentments against one another. It's just not going to be worth it. You two are the lovers, okay? You two are the lovers. You are soulmates. You are twin flames, okay? So stop wasting each other's time by not compromising with each other. You guys are in each other's lives for the long haul. You might as well learn this skill of compromising and learning to communicate with one another so that you can start to build this life together. Stop wasting your own time, okay? Stop blocking your mental health. Start communicating with one another, because it's a skill you're going to need for your whole life if you want a harmonious relationship, okay? And a personal issue reaches resolution. So you are going to do that. Full moon in Cancer, it could be by July. And especially because that's a new moon in Gemini, you're going to start communicating around May, June, and it's going to come to a resolution by July. Let's talk to the Animal Spirit deck for some energy. So I think really what's blocking your mental health is that you don't feel connected to this person anymore. You don't feel connected to your ambitions and the desires that you have for your life. And you don't feel like you're giving your partner what they want either. And that hurts you because you love them. So that's really what's blocking your mental health. So oh gosh, you have to start communicating with them. All right, we've got the cheetah, which is them. We've got the camel, which is you. And we had a third card, which I'm thinking is going to be your energy together. The turtle. Turtle. I love turtles. Okay. Alright, so the cheetah. Let's have a look. This is a fire energy, as is the camel. So Let's have a look. Okay, so literally in the book it says the camel is resourceful, independent, and knows oneself. So this is very much you. But I feel like because you are twin flames or soulmates, this person, your lover, has a little bit of that energy as well. So it says, this wondrous creature is self-reliant and handles challenge with ease, even in the face of excess heat, which is funny because we're looking at so much fire energy. Even in the face of excess heat, judgment, or anger, the camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance, fire and water, and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveller and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. So I feel like you are very willing to compromise, and you just need to ask your counterpart to compromise with you. So give it another go. I think that you have the patience and the calmness to approach them again. Let's see what the cheetah energy is. So the cheetah is a solar force, takes action, is full of achievement, and a very masculine energy. So even if this is a female or a male or non-binary, they do still have a masculine energy. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah, it shines from inside this great creature and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. So I think they take a lot of pride in their achievements, which is why they like to think about an action plan so much, because once they take action, they take a lot of pride in what they do, whereas you take action and figure out your plan along the way, but you just like to get things done. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for a cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. So the cheetah is very much all about, but why? Why is this the way it is? Okay, if it comes to science, why is the universe the way it is? Why does 2 + 2 = 4? Like that kind of stuff. When in balance, they achieve anything and they have boundless energy. When they're out of balance, they're impatient and they're competitive. So competitive is really ringing true to me. I think that's why there's so much of this 5 of Wands energy going on, you guys. You know, they think that they've got the better plan, you think you've got the better plan, okay? But you're more willing to compromise and more willing to listen, so you need to try and get that energy through to them a little bit more. So they need to reconnect to their purpose to bring into balance. And if we go to the turtle energy, so the turtle is an ancient soul, grounded and trusting, at home in the self. So I think that you both are going to come to peace with your energy and how you interact with one another, because you've got even though you're both fire energies, you've got very different ways of doing things. It is wonderful to be in the presence of a turtle personality. Like the beaver, the turtle has a strong relationship with the earth and water elements simultaneously. This helps to ground and connect them to the deeper truths of life, no matter where their travels lead them. Turtle energy is behind all great writers and storytellers as they collect life experiences under their shells for later use. The most potent turtle energy helps us close all other books and begin to tell our own true tale. They're peaceful, adventurous, and productive, but when they're out of balance, they slow down to a halt. To bring into balance, they need an adventure. So I think when in balance, peaceful, adventurous, and productive, because you're both fire energies, you're both productive people, but you have different ways of manifesting it. So you need to come to peace with one another's different ways of being, but recognize the similarities between you both and learn how to find a balance between them. And your relationship will come into this turtle energy where you're at peace with each other and with each other's energies. That's beautiful. All right, let's take a message from the Mermaid Oracle deck. Okay. Accept heaven's help. Okay, you've prayed for help. So get out of the way and let heaven help you. Okay, so I think this is really telling you to reconnect with your peaceful energy. And we've seen a couple of times the theme of an adventure coming up, because the camel likes to go on an adventure, and the turtle, to bring back into balance, you need to go on an adventure. So maybe you guys need to take a road trip together. I can imagine you guys being the kind of people who like to go away in a camper van or in a tiny house, that kind of idea, and reconnect with nature. So I think you need to reconnect with nature. God, I just said Asia. Maybe you should go to Asia. Anyway, that must be pertinent for some of you, not all of you, but reconnect with nature, or go to Asia, whichever floats your boat, and learn to accept heaven's help, because I think if you get away from all of your stresses of life and just reconnect with each other, you'll be accepting heaven's help in that way. And synchronicity is going to bring you both back into synchronization with one another and understanding one another's needs and one another's talents and one another's different energies, okay? Let's talk about the messages from the Angel Oracle cards. Okay, balance. Yep, so we just want to bring you guys back into balance. I think that's the root of your mental health blockages right now, is that you're out of balance with your loved one, you're out of balance with your expectations for your life, and so are they, and you guys are just feeding off each other's negative energy. So if you two come back into balance, your mental health will come back into balance. And let's take a goddess card for our final message. And this is why I really think you guys are twin flames as well, because you're the camel energy and they're the cheetah energy. Individually, you're both very independent people who don't rely on anybody else, but nonetheless, your mental health is affected by being out of synchronicity and out of tune with each other. So for you to be so whacked out by not being in balance with another person means they must be really important to you. So that's why I'm telling you to focus on this relationship, because it's going to bring you back into not just synchronicity with them, but synchronicity with your own mental health. Okay, so we've got the Sphinx. So the Sphinx is an ancient moon goddess, a goddess of birth and death. Part animal, part human, she remains connected to her deep instinctual nature. And you both have very instinctual natures with the camel and the cheetah. So most stories emphasize her aspect as a death goddess who carries the dead to the underworld. Often portrayed as a lion, she shares in the solar and regal symbolism of that animal. Her role as an oracular deity given to enigma and riddles points to her as a keeper of the great mystery. A symbol of strength, wisdom, and royal power, she reminds us that nothing comes to creation without some destruction, and that sometimes to solve a mystery we must enter into the darkness. This image reminds us that there is beauty even in the heart of that which terrifies. Okay, so I think the Sphinx is telling you that you had to experience this disconnect in your relationship so that you could understand each other more in the rebirth and rejuvenation of your connection. I want to take one more. Okay, Demeter. So Demeter is an ancient Greek great mother goddess, a goddess of life and death. Yeah, you guys are going through a rejuvenation process. The Greeks emphasized her role as goddess of the cultivated earth, the giver of fruitfulness and abundance, and provider of the gift of agriculture. She and her daughter Persephone, called by the Greeks the goddesses, together represent the continuous cycle of life and death, the two phases of the vegetative power of the earth. Demeter is remembered primarily for her great love for her daughter. When Persephone was abducted by Hades, Demeter's grief caused the whole earth to go barren. Here we see Demeter ready to give birth and to produce life. Demeter offers the blessing of fruitfulness and possibilities of coming joy, of abundant life, and of hope. So aside from the amazing promises of abundance and possibility of hope, love, and joy, I think this also represents that for some of you, this could be a relationship with a child or with a parent. So whoever this person is, it's a very deep connection, and you just need to come back into synchronicity with them to come back into synchronicity with your mental health. Try to not focus so much on the material, try not to focus so much on the plans that you have in place, and focus more so on your connection with this person. Break away, like literally take a break, move somewhere else, go to Asia, go to the country, go on a holiday to physically remove yourself from these things that are demanding your attention, to go away, which I know is going to be hard for some of you because you have got this 10 of Wands energy and you feel really overwhelmed by everything that you're trying to carry, and how could you possibly leave? But I'm telling you that you really should, that you need this break and that you're protected, okay? You're going to come into abundance regardless of this, okay? So what's blocking you is the energy, not so much these things, all right? Okay, I think that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. If you'd like a private reading, then my email address is in the description box below, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Hello, group number 3. Welcome. We are starting this reading at night time, so I do apologize for that. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups. We have the 3 of Wands. We have Judgment. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. I think I can already see what's going on here, but let's get a couple more cards for clarification. Yep, we have the 7 of Swords. I see what's happening, you guys. Yep, and we have the King of Wands. Okay. So, to start off with, you technically have everything. Keyword there being technically. Technically, you have the 10 of Cups, you have the relationship, you might even have a family, you have the home, you have the environment, but you're looking out for new things. You're looking out for new horizons. It's just not fulfilling you anymore. And I feel like this is fake. I feel like it's a front. It's not real in the sense of it's not full of these cups. These cups might be on display, but they're not full of anything, okay? They're empty. That's the feeling I'm getting. So everything, it's like social media. Sorry, guys. Everything looks good on social media, but in real life, it's like, it's not that great. And you made a decision in the past which brought you here, and now you're looking out for something new. You want a new change in your life. And the Judgment card is about integrating your shadow self into your current consciousness. It's about balancing your past and present, okay? I think that the past no longer serves you, and the desires that you have subconsciously are wanting to come out. You're wanting new things that reflect more so your new desires. And this might be in the form of a person, but I'm seeing more so emotional fulfillment. You're looking for more emotional fulfillment beyond anything in whatever form it comes in, whether that's a person, whether that's a new job, a new home. But you're just not, these cups are empty. You just, like, you would happily sacrifice these 10 cups for 1 cup that has some water in it, okay? You don't want this. It doesn't ring true to who you are, and I don't think you're stuck there, but I think you feel guilty, or at the very least you feel like this you could never have. You feel like it's too far away. It's not attainable. And you feel like, I think you might even feel like you need to deceive others that you are happy in your life, even though you're not. And that's wearing you out. I think it's making you exhausted, honestly, because it's like trying to get hydrated from these empty cups and then trying to keep your skin look healthy and glowy. Like, you can't do it. It's too hard. I totally understand that. I'm really feeling for you guys. Like, can you see how in this card, like, the land's really dry, but beyond that, there's, like, more flourishing and healthy land. So it's like where you are now, you want to look beyond the dehydrated land to new possibilities, okay? And you need to integrate your desires with your present, what's actually happening in your real world, okay? And for some reason, this cross is really standing out to me, which is reminding me of Sweden or Malta. I don't know why, but I think that you must resonate with it for some reason. Some of you must resonate with Sweden or Malta. Let me know if that means anything to you. I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that. And I can also see like traveling through the seas here on a ship. So maybe you will find this fulfillment in Sweden or Malta. This is only for a very select of you. Let me know if you resonate with this. But I think there's definitely a new path being formed, new fulfillment that you need, and you need to stop deceiving yourself. I think you're trying to deceive yourself that you can remain healthy and alive through this when you can't. Okay, so I think this is some self-deception, and you're trying to take what you can out of it, but you just can't get anything out of it. And the King of Wands is this completion of a journey. It's this new energy, but it's still time to take action. And the King of Wands can be a little bit stubborn. And this King of Wands energy is like the end of a cycle and looking out, waiting for new things to come. And in some cases, it can be awaiting their counterpart. So you might be looking for a new relationship. And I definitely get the sense of like you feel like, who am I to feel unfulfilled by all these things? But I feel like it's really important for you to understand that the roadmap of life is always changing, always evolving, as are you. Don't feel guilty for not wanting what you wanted in the past, or don't feel guilty for not being fulfilled by what fulfills others. You're an individual, okay? And you deserve to feel fulfilled, okay? Let's take some animal spirit cards. Okay, the camel. All right, so you are self-independent, you're self-reliant. I think this is saying you can break away from this. You might be afraid of leaving your security, but you are capable of venturing out. And the camel talks about being fulfilled by travel as well. So I really think that for some of you, that's an important message, that you might find that traveling is going to fulfill you quite a lot. And maybe that's what you are desiring as well. But I really feel like this, and potentially that's what you're looking out to. You're looking out to the seas thinking, I want to travel. And I really feel like that's what's blocking your mental health, is that you want more, yet you feel like you can't have it, but you can. And I think you can't have it because you don't think you're capable of attaining it. You don't think you have the strength to go after it, but this is just proof that you absolutely do, okay? The camel is, let's read it from the book as well, just so I can give you some extra confirmation. Okay, resourceful, independent, and knows oneself. You know your inner truth, and you're not being honest, and you're deceiving yourself that it's not what you want when it really is. The camel searches inside for the cool elixir of water to calm the situation. The camel represents the ultimate form of bringing opposites into balance and being responsible for one's own reactions. The camel is a wonderful traveller and is especially fond of trips to faraway lands. To bring into balance, you need a pilgrimage, okay? So maybe you should go away, do some volunteer work overseas. That might serve you well. Let's get some further clarification from the Arthurian Tarot. Ooh, okay. We have the moon. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups again. And we have the Seeker, which is the Fool. Beautiful. Okay, so you're looking up to the moon, wishing, begging, praying for something more. You want to travel downstream. See how the moon's like in this embryonic phase? You're about to start a new journey, okay? It's time for a rebirth. Not just of you, but of your life. I think it's time for a rebirth of your life. The Seven of Wands is like really clear direction, but you also kind of feel like you're stuck at the moment, like you're still fighting some battles. But it precedes the Eight of Wands. You're about to come into this clear direction, this clear path, which is going to take you downstream to where you need to be, okay? And it's going to help you to achieve the Knight of Cups. And look how harmonious and happy this card is. I love how it's represented in the Arthurian Tarot, okay? He rides on a white horse, the same as in the Sentinel. Pure intention, okay? Pure desires. What you want is pure and deserving, okay? And see how the sun shines through and he plays the harp. He's peaceful, he's content. You are going to achieve what you want. And see how the skies are dark and gloomy here? You're about to come out of that, okay? You're going to be presented even with an opportunity which is going to help you start this new journey, okay? And I think it's particularly important that he is over the stream, okay? There's a lot of rivers in your cards, traveling over water. So I think that could be an important message for you. Let's take some of the Moonology cards for further clarification. Okay. Emotions are running high. So I think for the energy I'm feeling for this group is like frustration, not so much depression or anxiety, more so like intense frustration, desperation. You feel desperate to break away from this, and you feel desperate to fulfill yourself, and you feel like you need help, and you are going to get that help that you need, and work through your fears. Okay, New Moon in Scorpio. I feel like you've come to the culmination of this journey, and all you have to do now is work through your fears, make a new decision, start going into that Eight of Wands energy, find your clear direction, and you will start this new journey, okay? A win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So you are going to find equilibrium, you are going to find balance, and I think that it's going to be okay for the other parties that you leave behind, especially if you're traveling overseas. It's not going to be a problem. Yeah, it's going to be balanced for all of you. Let's take a message from Goddess cards. Okay, we have Selene. Okay. Selene, queen of the starlit heavens, is the ancient Greek goddess of the moon. She carries the moon across the sky in a white chariot, driven by winged horses or bulls. She is the totality of the moon, with its waxing into fullness and waning into darkness. Selene fell in love with the mortal Endymion. When she descended to the earth to join Endymion, he fell into a deep sleep from which he never awoke. Selene continued to visit him nightly. In later Greek mythology, Selene represented the full moon, while Artemis represented the crescent or waxing moon, and Hecate the waning and dark moon. Hence, Selene is Phoebe, meaning bright, shining. She is traditionally represented with the crescent moon as a diadem. Selene represents the fullness of life, incorporating all phases of light and darkness in her shining. Okay, so this is so potent here. So it says, Selene fell in love with the mortal Endymion. When she descended to earth to join him, he fell into a deep sleep from which he never awoke. This is not fulfilling you anymore. It's not that it's not there. but it's not what it used to be. It's like it's asleep. Whatever that was, the cups are empty, it's asleep. Okay, and you've continued to visit it, you've continued to try to find fulfillment from it, okay, but you've been deceiving yourself with that 7 of Wands, okay. You've been really loyal, you have, but see how she evolves? Selene evolves from being the queen of the heavens and the goddesses of the moon in its entirety to just representing part of the moon, okay. She goes through phases of dark and light, and in this moment you're in a phase of darkness, okay, because you're in a phase of evolution. You're changing. The representation of your life is changing. How it's manifested is changing, okay. But emotions are running high, the supermoon, it's all coming to a conclusion, okay. And Women Outcome is forecast. This change, when you face your fears and you start this new journey, is going to create an equilibrium for both you and the other parties involved, okay. Let's take some Angel Oracle cards. Truth and integrity. Yeah, you need to speak your truth. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with those around you, what you want. If you have children, be honest with your children. They're still going to love you and celebrate you anyway. Oh my gosh, okay. Manifestation. Manifest the life that you want and that you deserve. Okay, and you will, because you're going to start a new journey as the Seeker, as the Fool. And celebration, once you do, you'll have reason to celebrate. You'll be able to celebrate your life. You'll look to the moon that you once prayed to. Okay, this is beautiful. You see how she's like looking up to the moon and she's celebrating her life. You know, you had the moon card present. You at the moment you're looking up to the moon, begging, praying, wanting some change, and now you're going to thank the moon. And I think the goddess Selene is speaking to you, okay, and she's with you. So you'll be celebrating that evolution. And see how she stands by the river? And the light shines down the river. You found your path. You've completed this journey, or you're enjoying and celebrating this journey that you're on now. So beautiful, okay. And let's take a final message from the Mermaid Oracle deck. Okay, treasure chest. Okay, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Okay, I think that's self-explanatory. And look within, look inside and find the treasures within yourself, your inner desires that are going to help guide you on this new journey, okay? You're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you, even if you don't see or see results yet, okay? Blessed change, a major life change brings you blessings. Whoops. So very much there is a change coming, and you're going to not feel stuck anymore. You're not going to feel deprived or dehydrated. You're going to feel fulfilled on this new adventure. And mother healing. So like I said before, you may have children, or you know, you might be leaving your family home. There's going to be healing between you and your mother, or you and whomever you see in that role. It's not going to be detrimental. It's going to be healing for you both, okay? As I said, there's going to be an equilibrium. There's going to be a win-win outcome involved here. Okay, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. It was beautiful. And if you would like a private reading with me, then my email address is in the description box below, as well as a link to my store. But yeah, I'll see you in the next reading, lovelies. Bye.